Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Erin Herle, and today we're going to be talking about side control. What exactly?
We're going to talk about bottom side control and how to escape it, which can be really, really difficult. It's something that if you passed my guard or you took me down and you got me into the position, you're feeling really good about yourself. So not only am I battling the technique, I'm battling your ego as well. So we're just going to show 4 different positions in how to escape those, and based on his reaction, based on his position and my positioning, we'll get all into it.
Cool. Let's take a look.
So as Shane gets side control on me, he's going to want to control my head, right? And he's going to also control this far side arm. That way, he can get the underhook. So if I have the underhook, which you'll see later, it's actually a good position for me. So he wants to prevent that. He wants to trap this arm and this arm. If he has my elbow above his leg, even better, because now I can't turn in. I need my elbow on the mat in order to turn into him, which will produce problems for him. But right now, he's all good and dandy. So from here, what I want to try to do is put my forearm in front of his neck. That's gonna create a frame, okay? And now, just because I can't get my my elbow on the mat, I just wanna tuck my elbow in. See this part right here? I'm just gonna tuck it in and make a frame, okay? I don't wanna have my hand under his hip, because if he drops his hip, boom, wrist lock. That's gonna be really painful. So I just wanna cup. If he does it again, now I just have my whole forearm to protect, okay? And same here. So he can't actually get closer, go for a choke or anything like that. So what I need to do is I need to try to get my right knee to my right elbow, okay? And as I do that, I'm gonna hip escape, okay? So my left foot is gonna post out, and I'm gonna hip escape. Now, if you can see inside, my right elbow is now touching my right knee. This is what I want. Now this makes it a lot more difficult for him to stay tight to me. I've got my knee in, and now my shin is gonna be across his belly, his low belly. So even if he stays in the same position, here, once I have this, I can extend my shin here, make space, put my feet on the hips, and recover guard. So Shane's in full side control. He's got his gable grip and everything. If I didn't have my frames, I'm gonna get my frames. All I need is to take my hand on his neck, and forearm slips under the jaw, along his jaw. Same here with the hip, okay? So now my left foot is gonna post, and I'm gonna hip out and bring my knee inside, okay? Now, I'm gonna attach my shin to his hip, and my foot can actually flex and keep tight on his hip, so he can't get rid of it. Now I'm gonna use this foot again, and I'm gonna hip in. So I hipped out, now I'm gonna hip back in, and I can use this to push him away to break that grip, and now I can either go to open guard, or I can even go to close guard from here. So this is gonna be in the same side control position that he was already in, but now maybe he's really tight up here, and I can't really get any room in order to hip out. So from here, I'm gonna take my left arm and I'm gonna go for the underhook. If I don't have space, that's okay, because all I need to do is I can bridge at the same time, or I can just simply push. It's a lot better if I bridge and then my body comes down. Just so I have that extra oomph to make that space, okay? Now I'm gonna slide my arm, okay? I don't wanna go too low, because if he shuts down my elbow to my body, I don't have the underhook anymore, okay? So while I have this space, I'm gonna open my elbow. I'm gonna stay high, I'm gonna open my elbow. Now, as I hip out, okay, I'm gonna come up, 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 and I'm gonna go around the leg, okay? And I'm gonna come to a single. But I don't wanna stay here in case he sprawls, he's good at wrestling or knows anything about that. So as I come up, I'm gonna drive forward. I'm gonna keep driving with my head, and if I can, I'm gonna reach that far knee. Here, close his knees, and get on top, okay? So now we've been able to get out of a bad position and reverse it all in the same move. So now in side control, he's gonna be in the same position, but I'm gonna leave my arm here, okay? Because a lot of times if you leave your arm here, people see it as an opportunity, okay? As soon as he isolates my arm, I'm threatened. It doesn't matter if he staples my arm to the mat here, it doesn't matter if it's here for an Americana, here for a Kimura. Either way, if he separates my arm from my body, I gotta be a little worried, okay? So I want him to do that, because in the process of his bringing his arm over, that's how I'm gonna escape, okay? So this is a timing move. So go back, right? I'm here. I'm gonna switch my arm to this side to bait him, okay? Now, as soon as he brings this arm over, I'm gonna grab the tricep, okay? Right above the elbow, and I'm just making a C grip with my hand. Now, my aim is to get onto my left elbow as I straighten and lock my right arm, okay? So I'm gonna push, 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 and get up on my right elbow. Now, he has a choice, right? So I'm gonna scoot out, but if he tries to open his arm, he can't, okay? Here, even if he does and turns towards me, I've already escaped and I've recovered guard, okay? So this is a move that can produce a lot of scrambles if that's what you're into, because it can work in gi and no gi. But from here, this is if the person just is not moving, okay? We're trying to escape, and they're just staying tight, right? They're really good at just staying here, but they're not really interested in advancing the position or submitting, except when the opportunity presents itself. So I bait the arm, I see the arm come around, I grab the tricep, I lock the arm, okay? You start on your elbow, and then you can come and post on your hand. Make sure your hand is pointed outwards, because now my arm is locked, and it won't get pushed backwards. If your hand is like this, your elbow can bend, right? And the pressure's there. So here, I'm locked. My right arm is locked. I'm gonna scoot out. I'm gonna scoot out. Boom, I face him. You never wanna turn all the way away, it'll take your back. So we're just pushing away to get our hips out, and boom, we're right back. Sometimes the people have really great skills and side control in keeping this tight, okay? So if I can't get this away, which one way you can do that is by having the same frames and bridging and scooting yourself low here, right? We can work the other escapes with that, okay? But here we don't need to, because I'm gonna take this arm and I'm gonna put it underneath. Nothing is stopping me. I'm gonna put it underneath and I'm gonna cup his hip and I'm gonna drive my hand up so it's tight, okay? Now, I learned this one from Kevin Casey. So you're gonna extend your legs, kind of like an ab workout, right? A lower ab workout. So I'm gonna keep my legs as straight as I can, a little bend, and I'm gonna bring them to this side, and I'm gonna swing all the way, and while I swing my legs to the other side, I'm gonna use my arm to help pull me under. Now I'm out. Now you can choose to go around the head, you can choose to go to the back, but either way now, we turned a bad position into a really, really good position. And here, it's really, really tight. I feel like I can't move much, but there's always gonna be space with this arm. Put the arm under, cup it around his hip, extend my legs, swing them all the way around, one motion, and use the momentum to get out on top. So drill with a partner, do it for an hour, the same drill over and over again, because you're gonna use it the most.
There you have it, guys. Repetition is key. It's the only way to get better at it. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. Until then, I'm Shane.
Erin.
Fight tips for the underdogs.